Hey guys, welcome to the Trading Guide 2022. I believe this is the first one, so if you're like a new trader, then I would recommend watching till the end. At first, I'm gonna just say the basic information, like the things, even if you don't trade, you know. This is for like the new users, so if you already know these like stuff, this simple basic stuff, then you can skip this part of the video. But first of all, obviously you need to click the trade button. The trade button, where it's located, is under a player's name next to messages and stuff. You just click the trade button and it comes up with whatever items you have, and then you can click on their inventory to see what their items are. And then if you just want to send something, you just click on the items and then you send the trade. You also have to pay attention to which side you're doing. So if you're trying to send skull mask for a witch hat, then you just might accidentally send your witch hat for their skull mask. So that's pretty obvious. But to send a trade, you have to actually click the green button to send a trade. And after you sent that trade, go back to your trades page, and I recommend you click outbound, because then you can clearly see if you missent, and if you did, then you should decline. You should click the red decline button as soon as possible, or you're under a great risk of losing your item. Next, we have how to actually win in trading. Now, in trading in Brickhill, it's hard to get overpays because obviously items are more like on a certain price than fluctuating a lot, because obviously Brickhill has less demand than Roblox, and also it has less demand in specials or limited than Roblox. So items don't raise that much and they don't really go down that much at the same time, but you need to know which items you're sending on. Like if you send on Brickluke's Fedora and say the wrap is like 16k, then you can't send 16 catching snowflakes for that, because obviously it has 50k value. So a website to keep track of the values is actually called Brickhill Trades. It's currently under maintenance, but you can still look at items and stuff. You just can't look at users. Also, about hoarding items. Now, people you shouldn't hoard something as soon as it comes out. If you hoarded the Scorching Helm but within a day of its release, then you're probably very depressed now, because unless someone gave you a giant overpay, you would be losing quite a lot, especially if it's a hoard. So this is one thing as well. When an item comes up and it's new, it's usually really overrated as soon as it comes out, and then it'll just gradually start dropping. So it's you'll probably fail in this way. You would lose bucks. But this can also be a good thing, as you could do the same for that. So if you had one of those items, you can send an item that's not very high demand, and you would probably not lose any value. The second thing is hoards. Hoarding is a very risky thing. It comes with a great risk, but if you don't fail, then it becomes with a great reward. If so, say you sent five spooky caps, like I don't know what you sent, 5k, just some fedora for 5 spooky helms. If they went up just $50, then your items would go up $250. So you would be gaining a lot of profit, but it only went up $50. Because you have loads of the same item, all of them would go up the same amount. But the risk is, if it goes down $50, you would obviously be losing much more than you would originally lose if you only had one of the items. So sending for a various amount of items can also be a good thing. Also, the thing is, if you only have one item and it's like the least valued item on the whole Brickhill, don't spam the forum saying send me trades. I see this every second. In the marketplace, it's always send trades. And whenever you look at their inventory, it's just one Scorched Helm. No one can send a good trade on this unless they're like completely brainless, because it's impossible for someone to send an even trade on this, obviously, because everything has more value than that. It's a different thing if you have two of them, because you can probably get a skull mask from that pretty easily. But if you only have one, then no one can send to you, and you'll probably waste loads of time doing nothing. So this is basically the basic of Brickhill trading. Trading goes much deeper than that, and it's much more interesting. But that's all for today. Bye.